Welcome to another video. Hello. We are back. I gotta grab a wax from getting groceries and grabbing McDonald's, y'all. It's been a full week without my debit card, and it's really about to get hairy because like fucking bills are due here like next week, and I still don't have it. I am hoping and praying and wishing and just all of the things that it comes this week, but today is simply a holiday. It's Indigenous Peoples Day today, which means no mail. So I fear that that's gonna like put a damper in my whole situation of like my 7 to 10 days. That means we're on day 5. I don't know if today counts as day 6, but if I don't have it by Thursday, like if it's not in my informed delivery for Thursday, I'm going to be calling them and being like, hey, like I need an update because I have bills to pay. Simply. It's very frustrating. Like I've had to, my like Shopify billing had to charge to my credit card, my I've had to like switch a bunch of bills to like bill to my credit card just so that I can pay them. And I'm like keeping a list of things I need to change to the new card, but it's all just so frustrating. Anywho, dilly do. Got McDonald's Berkey Poo. I'm gonna eat this and then I'll show you guys what we got at the grocery store. And then today's plan is to finish the orders from like my last printing of orders, which there's not a ton and they're pretty much all small besides one. And it should be pretty simple, but that's today's planning poo, you know what I'm saying? And then work on some D&D stuff. I got Illinois Ave. Why do we have this many straws? I guess I'll just like, I didn't see if Chris got one. So, the plan is orders and then work on my D&D enemies binder, and that's basically the plan for the day. So, should be pretty good, should be pretty productive. Oh, and I need to like package orders. Like I already have the shipping labels printed. I just need to put them in the, what's it called, in the mailers and put the labels on. But that's gonna be today. And then tomorrow, I think first things first tomorrow is I'm gonna film my November kit lineup and a plan with me. And then tomorrow's gonna be a big editing day. That's the plan of action for my life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna be really good this week about eating at home because we're both kind of like sick of eating out, honestly. So I'll go over everything we got. First things first, the big ticket item is lunch chips for Chris. We got a different pack this week. I was like, you gotta get this one because it has Funyuns and the barbecue twists. So good. But this thing is like kind of expensive, but we went through the last one kind of quicker because this is like 42 bags. Chris works 5 days a week, so it should be 8 weeks worth of lunches, but he was eating them like just at home, and I was like, listen, just eat like regular chips at home because we're paying for the convenience of those chips, so then you just use for lunches. So Chris needed some Diet Dr. Pepper. I didn't think that I needed Diet Coke. Yeah, I have like 4 or 5 in here, so definitely did not need that. Then I got cucumbers. I got 2 of those. I make this like, I call it a salad, but it's like chickpea, cucumber, red onion, feta, Greek dressing, a little bit of tzatziki, pita bread on the side. Little salad meal prep thing. And then I got the stuff for the like berries salads. We got some strawberries. I didn't have like the little thing of strawberries, so I got that one, and then some blackberries. Okay, this is a bag of meat There is bacon, because Chris wanted to get stuff for bacon, grilled cheeses. There is chicken for my salad with the berries, and there is ground beef because Chris wanted it. I think his plan is to put it in pasta? I don't really know. I got a thing of printer paper to hold me over until I can get my card to place an Amazon order. This is a very smushed loaf of bread. That's my bad. And then pita to go with the chickpea situation. A bag of potato chips, of course. Cotton swabs. We buy like one of those like every 6 months. And we spent like about $140 at the grocery store, but $17 of it was the thing of chips. Spring mix for my salad. Bell pepper for snacking. I got hummus with the bell pepper. Chickpeas, 1 and 2 for my little chickpea situation. I ate a bit of mac and cheese last week, so I just grabbed some backup mac and cheese. That's something I like to just have on deck. This is for Chris's lunch today because we didn't have any Gatorade in the fridge, so we had to get one from the cold section so it would be cold by the time he went to lunch. We've got, this is the salad dressing for my like salad with berries that I like. And then I like the Ken's Greek for the chickpea thing. Chris got 2 jars of this new garlic and caramelized onion Alfredo. I don't really like Alfredo. I think it's kind of bland at all times. 3 more bags. This whole bag is just Gatorades for Christmas lunches. These are like the bigger ones, which we usually get for lunch. They didn't have any of that size pre-cold, so I got stuff for sandwiches because all of my lunch meat kind of went bad. They have salami and pepperoni because I like it Italian. Chris got penne for his pasta, feta for, I got 2 things of feta, one for the regular berry salad and one for the chickpea situation, a French onion dip for chips. And then the last bag, tzatziki dip, more feta, some cans of tomato soup, concentrate for Christopher, hummus, red pepper because it's the best flavor, dried blueberries and nuts for my salads, and then some Gouda for Chris's grilled cheese. But that is everything from the store, so I'm gonna get this all put away now. We do need to clean up my work environment really quick because it's chaotic and I do need it to be a little less chaotic for me to be productive. So these are all things that I need to get in my binder later. This is all later, Hannah, fun work. If I have time later, basically. So it just needs to be out of the way for real life work. You know what I mean? Fun can come later. I have my headphones. Probably pop on an audiobook whenever Chris leaves, just in case, like, he tries to talk to me, whatever. I finished filling in my planner for yesterday. And then to tell you the orders we have got to get through today. Again, it shouldn't be too bad because like a lot of them are quite small. We've got Felicia from North Carolina, Laurel from MO, Marche from the PR team, Domi from the PR team, Alyssa from Nebraska, Selena from California. This is the biggest order we have today. Emily from the PR team, ×2. Rosie from the PR team. Was the beginning of the month, a lot of PR orders. Haley from North Carolina, or from New York. Missa from Pennsylvania. Abigail from California. Madison from Texas. Laura from Virginia. And Sam from Illinois. Very easy day. I did most of the heavy lifting yesterday, I will admit we did the heavy lifting yesterday. So I'm gonna finish filling my planner from last week and we're gonna get to work on these orders. Praying for a smooth sailing kind of day, baby. I think I'll be able to get my customs done right in the beginning too, so that'll be wonderful. Hello, little cutie pies. I am taking a break. I only have 6 orders left. Killing it, honestly. And they're all small. I think one of them is over $50. So we're live, laugh, loving. But I am about to prepare myself some lunch. I'm trying to decide if I want a sandwich or if I want to like make something, but I feel like a sandwich sounds pretty stellar currently. So I do fear that is the route we will be taking. I do need to, I don't know what I'm gonna use. Give me one moment. I need to make like an oil and vinegar concoction, but the little doodad that I have to put it in, I don't really like, you know? I feel like there's like a tiny container in here. Maybe I'll just like use this little ETBTBD guy if I can find the lid for it, because that purple one's definitely, I see it, too big. It's the little tiny pink one. Okay. To get my phone to Google Yugi ratio. Okay, it's 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. Oh, red vinegar. Ah! Mac and cheese is falling down. Okay. Just gonna like put it in here and shake it up, and then I can just use like a spoon, you know what I mean? In the future, I think that's probably best case scenario. For my tablespoon, I'll do 3 tablespoons of oil to 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Oh, you guys cannot even see me. Is this better? The sink's not full of dishes, so it's always really exciting. 1, 2, 3. Should I make a double batch? I guess. 4, 5, 6, and then 2 of vinegar, because like this isn't gonna go bad. These items were in the cabinet regardless. 1, 2, and a little extra because I'm a vinegar connoisseur, if I'm being honest with ya. Perfect. And then I can just use a spoon to like put some on my Sammy. get my loaf of bread, which has unsmushed itself a bit, which I'm pretty hyped about. Because it was looking sick. The biggest downside is that I didn't trust myself to get rolls and bread because I wanted to get bread in case I want a PBJ, because I have been having a hankering for a PBJ, but then we only have Chris's wheat bread, and I don't really like wheat bread. I don't like the taste of it. I just like white bread. So I wanted the option for PBJ, but I don't want to eat PBJ on a roll. But then the downside is that I just got bread, regular bread, so this kind of bread gets a little bit soggier, which is not ideal. I'm gonna have, got a little bit of dip left in this dip, so I'm just gonna have that as my side. A good sandwich at home, because which Andrea really got me into, because I was never like about it, and she taught me it's worth getting all of the various ingredients out for, you know. So we've got our bread. I could toast it, but I like soft bread. I don't really like toasted bread for a sandwich for some reason. It does not work for me. This bread's really soft. So we're gonna do pepperoni and salami because we're going with Italian. I was really trying to just get done with work and then eat, but I need to stop using food as like a reward and just like actually eat when I'm hungry instead of being toxic about it. So here we are. I'm using 2 salami and 2 pepperoni. Chris cannot have an Italian because it's too much cured meats. It gives him tummy troubles. But me and cured meats, we're friends. Whenever we were in Italy, we went on this like food tour. We went to this one like deli, and it literally all we did was try. They had wine too, but I obviously didn't drink the wine because I don't partake in that. But it was just like taste testing a bunch of different salamis, and there was this one like truffle salami that was literally next level, next freaking level, let me tell you. Lots of onion. Grabbing a spoon to get out the banana peppers so I can just use the same spoon for the oil and vinegar and make less dishes. Another thing Andrea taught me about was banana peppers. Ugh, so good. I don't know how I survived without them, truly. And then I have sandwich slices, but I also have pickled chips that I've been like just trying to get through. They're older, so I'm just gonna throw on pickle chips. I'm a pickle girl. I don't know about you guys, but I think pickles are stellar. Amazing. Amazing. This is where I'm gonna apply the oil and vinegar, and then I'll put the lettuce on top. I just don't want the oil and vinegar to be like directly to the bread, you know, because I mean it's already gonna be quite sogtastic, but it's fine. It's all good. And then I'm just gonna rinse off the lettuce and dry it off. Do not like it when it's wet. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Top of the bread. And I became, in my sandwich journey over the last few years, a toothpicks in the sandwich type of girl. The sandwich is giving that Stitch game on the Disney website. Truly. A nice big fatty tall sandwich. We love to see it. But yeah, I used to think that like toothpicks in a sandwich was like an aesthetic thing, but like it's actually like functional IMO, so. Pickles, so good. But there you have it. The Hannah Italian. Light on the meat, heavy on the veg, and scrumptious. I'm just gonna leave a little vinegar on the counter. Okay. I'm gonna go put the bread away and have my delicious lunch. Okay guys, it's 4:30 and we're done. We have orders packed. There's 2 orders that I'm waiting on foil for, but it'll be here tomorrow morning. So they'll still go out tomorrow and BD, but feels very satisfying to have this done. And Chris can be our little mailman tomorrow and drop off the 2 Australian orders to UPS. And the rest of the stuff to the regular post office. I just have some freebies on the foiler right now because I had some extra space, so I figured might as well use it. We don't like to waste supplies around here because the supplies cost $1 million. So, but I'm glad to have all of my work done. I think I'm gonna take a midday shower now. And then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna finish printing the stuff I need to print for D&D and then move into working on my battle maps. That I think is my plan of action. Okay, shower has been had. Took a body wash shower. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys. I feel like I did. Maybe not. Took a body wash shower. And now I'm going to grab a sweatshirt because I'm a cold girl. But this like freaking toilet is running and it's driving me nuts. But like, first off, I don't know how to fix it. Had to like text my dad because that's not my journey, and love Chris to death. He is not a handyman. He's like, I don't know how to fix it. So I sent my dad like some videos and he like gave me the tea, but I was like, Chris can do that when he gets home. I am a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, but also if I got a man, I ain't doing the gross jobs. No, absolutely not. So, I am going to continue onward with this stuff for D&D. I just need to get stat sheets for the NPCs, and then I'm gonna start working on maps, which the maps are gonna take me forever. I already know that, but it's all good. It's all good. Freaking underneath hair's soaking wet, but yeah, I think I'm gonna first things first get all of the things. No, I'm gonna wait till I have everything printed that needs to go in this binder. But if you did not know, page protectors, you can write on them with like a dry erase marker. You guys see that I wrote on that? Hi. And then comes right off. So it's gonna be a nice little method to the madness, to try to help tame the madness, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna get to it, you know? Hello friends, we are back. I just want to show you guys my outfit this morning while I go grab wax. I gotta make sure Chris remembered to take the packages. He's gonna drop them off after work. Yup. But I just have to show you this because this outfit is the epitome of work from home. We've got the Disney Spirit jersey that's literally, this was purchased because me and Chris were so cold at Disney World, and this he bought for himself, but he hates it, so he's not going to wear it IRL. And so I can wear it as a dress, basically. And leopard pajama pants. It's actually kind of a funny story about this sweatshirt. Not really. I got a sweatshirt, but this was before the times in which I was going for comfort over cuteness. I was still like determined to look cute. So I got it like my real size. Like I got it in a small. Oh man. So it like fit, it's like a fitted sweatshirt now. Who the fuck? No. That was just pure hatred on myself right there. So I'm putting in this set. I had it in my room last night. It was really good. It's called Fear. I think it was for the Inside Out collection. And it is Palo Santo powdered donuts and apple strudel. I'm gonna throw that in here. And then, yeah, that's it. I am going, it smells, for some reason, Palo Santo smells like Christmas to me, but then the apples gives fall, so all I gotta say is I'm excited about Christmas. But I did finish up most of these stickers on here. All of the stickers on here, besides this shark, is from SPC. But let me show you my binder. So all my things. So here it is. And so like, let me get something up that's like not that special. So this is just like a little basic enemy. And so say they are fighting like 2 of these. I could go like 1, 2. Their hit points starts at 18. And say somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna attack 2, blah, 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 blah. I do 4 damage. I could like do this and write it right on there. And then when we're done, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, so handy dandy. I do need to finish doing the maps because we are doing D&D tomorrow. But my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back out your memory card to this one. And I'm going to film a plan with me and a kit lineup. And then I'm going to bring the laptop in here and edit a video while it's rendering, work on maps, edit a video. And I'm just going to do a bunch of editing and working on maps like back and forth today. So that is my plan of action. But first things first is I'm going to film these things and then I'm gonna meal prep actually, because last night I ended up eating another sandwich for dinner because basically the little chickpea situation, I could have made it last night, but like the chickpeas are in cans in the fridge and I'm sorry, but I want them to be cold. I either want like the chickpeas to be cooked and be warm or to be cold. Room temperature chickpeas, the thought of that makes me want to vomit. And then for my other salad, I need to bake chicken for it. So I need to prepare the chicken as well as prepare the, what's it called? Prepare the chickpea situation. So I'm gonna first film those things and then I'm gonna bring the laptop in here and start offloading everything. And then while everything is offloading, we will go and do the other stuff. So it should probably take me maybe an hour to do this filming. It's only like 9:15, so not too bad. I'm gonna jump into it. It's been 1 hour, it's 10:20, and we are blurry. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go on an adventure into the kitchen. Another thing is I do want my chicken for my salads to also be kind of like cooled down by the time I get to them. So we're going to prep all of the things. We're gonna start by prepping the chicken and then we're gonna prep my delicious chickpea situation. I feel like, yes, 350. I'm just trying to like get you guys less dark. I don't know what the deal is today. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna get out I'm gonna need multiple cutting boards. First, we'll just go with this one for the chicken. Get out a tray, put it on, spray the tray. I always just, whenever I'm baking chicken for salads and chicken wing dip, I guess, is really the only things I'd be baking chicken for mainly. I do the combo of onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper to season it because unseasoned chicken is vile. And I am a self-proclaimed, you don't need to tell me, I already know, over seasoner. I don't like the taste of meat, so I want to minimize how much of it I'm going to taste, you know? That's just my truth, and I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna de-ick the chick. You guys don't need to see this part, so I don't have the camera pointed in a way in which you can see. Because first things first is I will get comments saying I'm being wasteful, which, I mean, you're not wrong, but I need to get rid of every part that freaks me out or I won't eat it. So not eating it at all feels more wasteful. You guys, I get the amount of times I've been sent by people who agree, it's not just because they're making fun of me, by like my IRL friends who are also weird about meat, the meme of like the person cooking like a 1 by 1 inch square of chicken, and they're like me cooking my chicken after I cut off all of the questionable parts. Yeah, relatable content, truly. Because I just can't with the icky parts. But we're gonna de-ick the chick because this will take longer than getting the chickpea stuff. This whole thing, like all of the stuff I need to do, is probably gonna take 10 minutes or less would be my guess. We're at 3 minutes already, but part of that was just me yapping. So I'm gonna say starting now, it's gonna be like 10 minutes or less. So, and keep the camera running. We'll see if we get to 13 minutes or if we go over. Hopefully I'm correct. Mainly, I'm not in competition with anybody right now but myself for being correct, but you know. Oh. In the words of Jessica, the aggressive tutorial lady, wash your fucking hands. If you touch raw chicken, wash your fucking hands. Literally, I'm gonna wash them again because I'm touching this. So even though I'm not touching the chicken, we're washing them again. It smells really fruity in the garbage can, and I don't know why. New hand towel. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. So we've got our chicken now. I don't like looking at raw meat, so I'm not going to show you the raw meat, but I'm going to give her a good peppering, a good salting. Honestly, a light salting because I don't like a ton of salt. And then a very generous amount of onion powder and garlic powder. Oh, it smells so good. And then I'm gonna set a timer on my phone. The oven's not completely preheated, so I'm just gonna do like 25 minutes maybe. Set timer for 27 minutes. I like my chicken dried out. I like it to be tough. I like it to be gross, okay? Because it grosses me out otherwise. And I've been looking for it my whole life with my family. But I'm just living in the mindset of just make things how you like it. If people want to make fun of you, whatever. container is like a little bit bigger than I would like for my chickpea situation, but the container that I would like to use is already being used. Beggars can't be choosers. Let's get everything we need. I'm personally making a lot. Chickpeas, done. Cucumbers, feta. I don't know if I'm gonna use both of these, but we're gonna just bring them out. Onion, Greek dressing. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain the chickpeas as well as wash the cucumber. These have pull tabs, so it makes life easy. Also, we can do one of these now that the nasty raw meat is gone. I love a pull tab. The smell of canned beans is actually vile, but it's fine. It's one of the few proteins I will eat, so. Actually hurts. The pull tab hurts to pull. Ow. Okay. I got my sister hooked on this. You know. Sometimes I will peel the cucumbers, sometimes I won't. I think I'm not going to today because lazy is how I'm feeling. Okay. Chris is also doing some meal planning today when he gets home. I know you guys like cooking with Chris, but he doesn't love you back because he's a hater. And anytime I ask him to film anything, he says no. So, it's only, can't force him. Okay. Okay, chickpea water is running clear, so I'm going to toss them in here first. Chickpeas. Boom. Now I do need to get out another cutting board and a new knife. Edges of the cucumbers. Then I'm going to cut them in half. So whenever I first started making this, this one I cut horribly. Whatever, we're gonna cut half moon, or no, we're gonna cut them in half again. I like them to be smaller pieces, but whenever I first started making this, it was Christmas time, and it was when we lived in our apartment, and I just have like, whenever we lived in our apartment, we did not have a TV or anything in the office, so I would just like watch movies and stuff on my phone, tiny ass screen while I was working, and I watched so many like corny Christmas movies, and so like that's what making this, even though this is like a very like bright summery thing, it just makes me think of like corny Netflix Christmas movies. I don't know why specifically, the one is called The Holiday Drop, and it's like the girl goes to like, they're like trying to do some stuff with some like military force or some shit, I don't know. But that's so deeply what this reminds me of. But also, not only do I like the chickpeas to get cold, I like for it to kind of like marinate in the dressing so that it like seeps into like the vegetables and like gets super flavorful. Cause I'm not like a cucumber enthusiast. Like Chris fucking loves a cucumber. I think cucumbers are like just okay. They're like if I like somebody presented me a veggie platter, like first I would grab a bell pepper, then I would grab a cucumber. Like they're, I guess, one of my favorite like raw vegetables. Is that a fruit or a vegetable? I don't really know the difference. So we can ask. I think something with the seeds makes it a fruit. Is a cucumber a fruit or a vegetable? Fruit. Because they grow from flowers and they're planted. Something about seeds. But technically it's a fruit, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, they go on veggie trays. They're not in fruit salad. So it's giving the same vibes as a tomato. Or like technically, but like nobody thinks of it that way. But yeah, so I guess this bin is probably gonna be the right size with all these cucumbers. I didn't really think about how bulky cucumbers would be once I cut them up. And then that's everything I'm gonna cut by hand. Well, I have to cut these. I'm definitely gonna use both onions because this is a lot of cucumber. So I'm gonna get these prepared to go into the chopper. This is a double batch because I didn't want to have to do it again. So the first time I made it, I just did 1 can of chickpeas, 1 cucumber, 1 onion. Well, at the time, it was when I was kind of like working my way into raw red onion. I wasn't like super into it yet. So I think I only did a little bit, but now I full send it, obviously, because I'm obsessed with raw red onion and just all onion. I don't love raw white onion, I will admit. It has its like time and place on like a barbecue sandwich. But like, I don't go out of my way for raw white. Okay. So this is like 1 medium onion and 1 small onion. But you just do everything by the heart around these parts. Oh God, I need to clean up this mess because it's stressing me out. So, just, no. Okay. Then get out our chopper. Do I want big chunks or small chunks? I think I want small chunks. Would kind of like something in the middle if I'm being honest with you, but if these are my 2 options, I think we're going small. I don't think this one's gonna fit, so we'll just do one of these. We're at 14 minutes. Dang it. Oh well, okay. It took me a little bit over 10 minutes. But I will admit, if I was not chatting with you guys, chatting takes up extra time. So, if I was just speedrunning this on my own, here she is. And then we're just gonna put in this whole thing of feta. If you were making a half thing, you could use a half thing of feta, but. And then whenever I eat this, which I'm sure you guys will see in this vlog, I will put it in a bowl with a little dollop of tzatziki on the side and a piece of pita. and I'm literally going to shake up and put this entire bottle of Greek dressing in here. Maybe not the whole thing, but we're gonna definitely get her marinated. I do think we're gonna do the shake it method. Boom. Yum. Delish. Delicious chickpea, cucumber, Greek salad. For sure needs to be cold though, because like even the dressing's warm because it was in the cabinet. So I'm gonna throw this in here, the rest of the dressing in here, and I do have the opportunity to add more dressing if it like absorbs. It doesn't absorb quite like a pasta salad because the pasta in the pasta salad is really what soaks things up. So okay, my meal prep is pretty much done besides the chicken that's in the oven. Whenever that comes out, I will chop it up. I'll honestly just be using food scissors and putting it in a container, and that'll be that. But I do need some caffeine. We're gonna grab an Alani, and I do need to eat something to start off, to break my fast, you know? So I think I'm gonna make some toaster scrambles. Sounds pretty good. Sounds good enough, you know? And I am trying to eat down stuff in the freezer because I feel like it's getting ridiculous in here. So you gotta microwave them first. So I'm gonna microwave them for like 25 seconds and then throw it in the toaster. But they used to not have it on the box to microwave it first, and then like they added it because there's literally no other option. But I'm gonna have my brekkie, and then I'm gonna go, I was gonna offload while I did this. Well, I didn't do that. I'm gonna go bring the laptop into my office and start offloading all of the footage. I know for sure I have, I think, 3 or 4 plan with me's to film. I have kit lineup, perfect pair, a vlog, and then a handful of book videos. So we're gonna get the editing going. Okay guys, I'm fucking killing it. I have edited 8 videos. I have 3 more to go. And meal prepped all this food, and I just, literally the chicken's just been sitting here. It's definitely cooled down now. Gonna chop it up and put it in a container. But Chris called me and asked if I wanted to go on a date today. How romantic is that? He's like, hey, I just wanted to see if maybe you wanted to go on a date later. It's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah. He's like, I figured maybe we would do something today or tomorrow, but he's like, tomorrow you have D&D and I have something that's happening with one of the games that he plays. He's like, I feel like I'm gonna be really focused on that tomorrow and I wanna make sure I spend some time with you. I'm like, okay. And it's one of those things, I don't have a car, so if we're going on a date, you're taking me on the date, my guy. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm the one who asked. That's usually how we structure things. I don't know how we all do it, but basically if I'm the one who asks about like, or like makes the suggestion of like getting food out, going somewhere and doing something. I mean, obviously not if it's like a big trip, but like if I asked Chris, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? I would pay for it. But if he asks me, then he would pay for it. That's typically how we no community, like we don't even have to talk about it, like who's buying. So, but I'm gonna get this in here. And yeah, I'm feeling, I have, besides like my vlogs, because obviously like I can't pre-edit those, I have videos pre-uploaded on my Plana Hannah Insta or YouTube through November 3rd, which is fantastic. And I'm gonna have probably through mid-November on Hannah's Reading Realm, leaving 2 empty spaces. And my book journal, you guys died, and I had literally 2 more chicken tenderloins to cut up. I need to get my allergy medicine because my nose is so GD itchy. So let's do this. I'm gonna finish editing these videos. I only have 3 more to edit, which should be pretty quick and easy, and then I'm gonna get ready because if we're gonna go on a date, I want to look not like a toenail. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah, but that's my plan of action. I did finish all of my D&D stuff, so I'm prepared for tomorrow, and yeah, feeling really good. Okay, I just filmed 2 intros to videos, one being I've been wanting to do a reread of like, I've read all but like a couple of Ellen Hopkins books, but I want to do like a reread of all of them. And then I filmed an intro for, oh, actually I got 2 more intros to film. Let me go do that. Happy Wednesday, friends. Oh, I just got off the phone with my dad. It's probably about 10:14 because I called him around 9 and we were on the phone for a little over an hour. I'm gonna put on some makeup first things first, and I'm pretty hungry this morning. So I need, it's like, I'm trying to just kind of like wait it out until 11 so that it feels more like normal to eat lunch, you know? Because I didn't really get anything breakfasty, but I'm quite hungry currently. But I talked to my dad for a bit. I foiled the 2 orders I need to foil. So I got mine from delivery today, and it shows like a letter that's like to so-and-so or current resident, piece of junk mail. And then the other thing just shows like I can't tell if it's that like the package wasn't scanned or the piece of mail wasn't properly scanned. It just says, introducing the new USPS Informed Delivery mobile app. So I can't tell if like it is actually that, or if it's like they didn't get a clear picture of it. And because I'm still waiting on my bitch ass card, I'm gonna have to make my way down to the mailbox to retrieve it, because I'm getting stressed out because today is the, I don't know the date, but like my bills are like due soon. Like, I know that rent, I'm pretty sure, is like my like routing number and stuff, and I'm like, I think my car is, and like my major bills I think are my routing number, and I only am like pretty confident on that because I did just get my new card in July, so I just did go through and change all of this nonsense. So I think that's the case. So at least like those things are that, but like it's all really pissing me off if I'm being honest with you. I'm just, patience is not a virtue that I happen to have, so you know. But today's plan of action is, I don't have really like anything I have to do, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to have an audiobook I want to finish, because I only have like about an hour left of listening time. It's like a little less than 3 hours left, but at 3 times speed, you know what I mean? Just like that, we're done. So I do want to do that at some point, and like I said, I want to eat something, and then I'm gonna do what I'm referring to as study for D&D tonight, where I'm just gonna like go through everything and really make sure we're prepared. I feel like I think I'm just gonna like grab something to eat. I think one of my like biggest like things in life that I hate is the feeling of being embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just something about the feeling of being embarrassed that makes me want to crawl in a hole and die. And so, due to me being that way, I deeply, we're gonna use a heart plate. Actually, I think first things first is I'm gonna watch the new episodes of Love is Blind, because I am already like nearly getting spoilers and I don't want to be spoiled. So I think I need to watch that as soon as possible to avoid the spoilers. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that first. But anywho, I hate the feeling of being embarrassed. So I wanna go through literally everything for D&D, and like, this sounds ridiculous and I'm well aware, and I want to read everything aloud to myself, which again, I understand is kind of ridiculous, but it's just the way my brain operates, and I will feel better going into it knowing that, like, not that I don't know how, there are like some things, like one of my PCs is a cleric, and like her god has like a name with like some letters that I don't know how to pronounce those kind of letters, like with like a U with like a caret on top of it, that I had to like write down the pronunciation and things like that. So I just want to make sure that I have everything covered and ready to rock and roll for today, you know? So that's kind of the plan, is to go through and read it aloud. It's kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys are like this, or if it's just, you know, me. I know it's not just me, because my sister, for sure, is the same as me in this regard, where like when you were in school, if you guys were having to like, you know, like when you were in school and the class, you'd like go around having to like read paragraphs out of like the textbook, and you'd like count to figure out which paragraph was yours. You'd be like, okay, there's 3 people ahead of me, so this will be my paragraph. You're not listening to what anybody else says, you're just practice reading your paragraph so you don't mess up. That was me as a young one, so that continues to be me as an adult, where I feel like I'm paranoid about ants still. And I saw this, show you, I just saw this, made me jump. This little black dot, which is like part of the package, it's just like how the package was cut weird. And I thought there was an ant in my pepperoni, and I was about to literally pass away. I was about to be like, how'd they get in the fridge? But yeah, so I simply need to read aloud and practice everything that could possibly happen. Also, because there's like so many possibilities, I want to like well, also when I was making everything for the session, I kind of like skimmed through to like find what I needed to do for the maps and for this and for that. I didn't like super deeply read everything, which is fine. I'm pretty sure I got everything, but I would just like to go through and make sure I have everything, read through everything, and kind of refamiliarize myself with like I know all of like the different things that they could do, but I don't remember like what gets them there. So if I could just like remind myself of what plot points get them to which outcomes, I think would be very helpful information to have. So it's gonna be that. We're not doing game night this week either. Last week Andrea was in Disney with Bennett for his B-Day. I do actually need to go to the store and get Bennett. I'm just gonna get him a Fortnite gift card, because honestly I think that's what he would be the most happy with gift wise. So I do need to do that before I go over there, but I'm going over on Saturday. Marg from Once More With Love is gonna be in town for literally like a day, and so Andrew's like, you want to come hang with us? And I'm like, duh. So that's gonna be on Saturday. I'm gonna like, she's like, just block out the whole day, and I'm like, say less, girl. So I'm gonna do that, but she is getting in on Friday night at like 10 p.m. So Andre's like, yeah, I'm on airport duty, so ain't no way we can do game night. And I'm like, that is fair. That makes sense. So no game night this week, which is fine. We talked about doing game night with Mark, but that was before we knew what time her flight came in. Since it's coming in so late, it ain't gonna be happening. So, okay. Just gotta do these sandwich cutting. I don't really love a serrated knife, but you gotta do one of these. But that was the knife that was clean, you know what I'm saying? There's probably more knives that are clean. Chris just deeply needs to get the dishes emptied. It's always this time of the week where it gets behind, but he's gonna be cooking. He didn't end up cooking for himself. I actually haven't talked to you guys in a while. Chris and I went out to dinner yesterday. It was so weird. I got like this Southwest wrap, which would have been really good, except for some reason, we've come to plenty of made up conclusions as to why, but the real reason, who knows? The tortilla was so tough. Like, I could barely bite through it. It was a jaw workout to consume this wrap because the tortilla was like as if it was made of beef jerky, which sounds so dramatic, but I promise you it's the best way I can describe the texture of this tortilla with beef jerky. It was wild. I was like, Chris was like, oh, how is it? And I'm like trying to not complain because like I don't like to be a complainer about like things like this. And I'm like, oh, it's good. The tortilla's just really tough. Chris is like, what do you mean? And I'm like, here, try it. And he's like, he tries it, and I'm like, is it just me? Am I being drama? And he's like, no. And so what I'm guessing is that it was frozen, and then they like heated it up to thaw it, and it's just like kind of like a shitty tortilla. But oh, it smells so good. It's like a pocket zucchini bread. Stellar behavior. So, yeah, I am going to heat up my blankets because it's quite chilly in this part of the house. It's actually only like 70 when I woke up, which is like obviously not cold, but like it's still been like 90, so that was kind of wild. But I'm gonna eat my lunch and watch LIB. I don't really know how many episodes it is. I think it's like the final episodes besides the reunion. My guess is it's like 2 to 3 maximum. This season has been wild. It's been a train wreck, but like in an entertaining way. You know what I mean? So, got mustard and shit all over with the dip. So let's just clean that off. All right. I'm gonna have, oh yeah, I was gonna check and see how many episodes we've got to watch. Oh no, the weddings are next week. Watch the weddings October 22nd. Okay. So we only have 2 episodes. Eek. Very strange. One's an hour and 10 minutes and one's 51 minutes. So we have 2 hours of watching of this. And so yeah, that'll be perfect. I'll do that and then I will get into working on D&D. I'll probably just chill. I just kind of would like a chill day, so works for me. All right. I finished watching Love is Blind, and oh my god, hold on, you guys watch the door, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the laptop in here so I can make sure I'm all situated for later. So I'm gonna get into some Love is Blind spoilers because I just have to talk about it. I just have to. And so this is for the episodes with like the dress fitting, the 2 episodes before the finale, which the finale comes out I think the day that this video comes out, but the episodes that came out on the 15th. Y'all. When they were at the fittings, and Joe throws his tantrum and runs out, and then they play Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter, I passed away. I died laughing. I had to call Chris because he watched like the first couple of episodes with me, and he thought that Joe was a good guy, and I'm like, no, Joe's giving, doesn't like Madison. And Chris just didn't believe me about it, and then trust and believe, he figured out I was being a truther about it all. So, I did finish watching that, and this season's just a train wreck. I don't have faith that any of these couples are gonna get married, if I'm being honest with you. Obviously, they're gonna show us like the worst case scenario for most of these situations. But, oh my god, I was just like, geez Louise. Hello. There we go. I'm trying to see. Oh my god, I just scratched my forehead and now it's bleeding. You hate to see it, truly. But I am excited. I brought the laptop in mainly so that I can see everything and like how I'm gonna have things set up for today. I think that this is probably best case scenario, maybe having this here. Yeah, I think this should be good, truly. Okay, but yeah, I'm about to get through into, oh my gosh, why do I have to be like this? Get into my practicing of everything for today. Where are my dice and things like that? It's just finding space for everything is crazy. Okay, it's gonna be one of those things where my keyboard is just gonna have to be moved up a bit so I have room for my dice here, which should be fine. But I'm gonna get to practice D&D studying, as you may say. But yeah, I had a sandwich and some chips. It's pretty good. It's currently almost 1 o'clock. I've done pretty much nothing, but sometimes you just gotta have nothing days. I hope you guys can tell how red my face is. That looks crazy. That's like scarring from when I had that really bad cold sore about a year ago. But I just went for a walk, and it's in the 90s. It's hot as balls out there. And I accidentally walked through a spider web, and then a bug flew on me, so I was running, and I'm not a runner, so. Anywho, the mail had not come. I thought for sure it would have. I went like a little bit before 3, and then I like walked by my mail the first time, and I can tell that the mail didn't come for 2 reasons. One, there's one thing that I know was in the mail today, and it was not in the mailbox. And 2, all of the parcel lockers were open, And if the mail had come, they would not be open, most likely, because people are at work. So it has not come, and I'm not walking there again, but basically I'm gonna pass away because I'm so hot and sweaty. But I'm gonna try to finish my audiobook. I was listening to it on my walk, and I have a little bit left, so I think I was only on like a 30-minute walk, but it was just too hot. Was gonna do the thing where like I keep walking until the audiobook is done, but if it was like 75, sure. But it's like almost 90, I think it was like 89 or something crazy. Yeah, 88, feels like 91, so no go. But I'm gonna continue on with my audiobook, and yeah, I think that's the plan. We're heading to the kitchen. I'm like trying to, again, I feel like I ended up eating lunch early, so it's like not even 5 o'clock, but I truly cannot wait any longer to eat something. The thing is I'm just gonna have a salad, and then I might need to have like a snack before D&D. That's like the big issue, is I don't want to be hungry while we're doing D&D. Not that like I couldn't eat something during D&D, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of the talking portions, so a lot of talking makes it kind of tricky for eating something. So I'm gonna cut up a fresh onion because this one, there was only a little bit left, and it's like lost its potency. It's time for a fresh onion. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna cut up some strawberries. Oh my lord. I have like a bit left of the dressing from last time I made this. Chris brought home the leftovers of my wrap yesterday, which I don't really know why, because it wasn't very good. The tortilla situation, well, he said, I'm sure if you microwave it, it'll be better. And to that I replied with, I'm not eating hot lettuce. Because it's a wrap, so there's obviously lettuce in it. And he said, quote, I don't mind hot lettuce. And I nearly threw up. But that's his prerogative. If he wants to eat hot lettuce, who am I to stop him? But I'm gonna cut a fresh onion, because onion is one of my favorite parts of anything that it goes in. If it has onion, especially a salad, I can't think of any salad that would not benefit from onion. And there are times where when like a salad doesn't come with onion, I'm like, add her on, baby. Give me that onion. It's just so flavorful. And I feel like, I was telling Chris this, I feel like I almost like grew up, like my dad was a heavy seasoner. So I feel like if my food's not heavily seasoned, I'm like, wow, this tastes like nothing. So, again, the lighting has just been so bad. Is that bad? That's better. You're just on the stove right now, so if I was like cooking on the stove, obviously this angle would not work. But we're having a salad, so, but yeah. But I feel like I need my food to always be like super pungent with flavor, or I'm like, it tastes like nothing. Like, I was telling Chris this, I feel like all Alfredo sauce tastes like bland as shit. Not my journey. He got Alfredo and he was like, do I need to like do anything to it? And I'm like, I mean, you might want to season it, because like it's probably bland. And he's like, but it's garlic and onion flavored, or roasted garlic. Yeah, garlic and caramelized onion. And I'm just like, yeah, but I don't trust that it would be like flavored enough for me personally. So do a nice heaping scoop of greens. Like a bit much. But yeah, are you guys watching the new season of Love is Blind? I know I talked about it earlier, but I'm like just still laughing about the whole situation that I told you guys about if you didn't skip ahead from it. It's just like so funny. Putting in a lot of onion because again, like, I like her. The way my mouth is watering over the smell of the onions is crazy. This is just some chicken that I cooked. Nice and dried out the way I like it. We don't yuck yums over here. I get that that's not how most people would want it. I have this, which is dried blueberries and honey pecans. I'm gonna do more strawberries than blackberries because I just got like a little thing of blackberries and I got kind of like a medium sized thing of strawberries. I did rinse these and put them back in the containers whenever on Monday whenever we got groceries. So they would be just good for me to choppity chop chop. I think it's wild that some people eat the green part of the strawberry. Do you? Is that something that you do? Because I never have in my life. Growing up, there was this one way, which I seen this surface on the internet recently and I did forget about it, that my mom's like friend that she like worked with, her name was Susan, her daughter Charlotte, taught us this way to eat strawberries is you dip them in sour cream and then brown sugar, and it sounds horrifying, but it's actually really good. I'm doing like 4 strawberries, I think should be good. One of them was really big. Maybe I'll do one more. Just because I have this big thing of strawberries and if I don't use them in my salads, they will be going bad. I also do have like a backup thing of chicken in the freezer. I'm gonna toss my knife in the dishwasher. And then I will put the, what's it called, cutting board in there as well. And then all of this will go back in the fridge. But first we need some dressing. I'll probably use, there's like a bit left in here, so I'll just probably use most of this up. Yeah, we'll just use that up. There wasn't like enough for 2 salads worth. This is a pretty big salad because it's a dinner salad. But yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with that dressing and this, oh, feta, that's what I'm forgetting. I felt like I was forgetting something. Feta. We'll grab the feta. Like, it doesn't look right. That will do it. Here she is. I love this like easy shake lid, so you can just do the feta crumbles on there. Yum, yum, yum. That looks correct now. Okay. Ready for this. Like I said, Chris is home. He was really hyped about something regarding that was going on today. He's like, did I tell you about it? And I was somehow able to pull it out of my ass and remember what was going on, because I feel like most of the time when he talks about things like games and stuff, like I listen and participate in the conversation, and when the conversation is over, so is any knowledge about what he just said. But I'm gonna go back to my office and eat my dinner. It should be delish. Happy Thursday, guys. Plumber on the way, simply. And my friend Maria enlightened me on the fact that the new Pokemon game came out today. So simply, still don't have a debit card, so we had to charge her to the credit card, but I had to have it or I was gonna simply die. But let's update you. So last night was D&D. It was pretty fun. I feel like I felt like I was really organized, and then when push came to shove, I was so unorganized, and so I felt like a little bit of a train wreck, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that like it's definitely because we did like 1 week instead of 2 weeks, and that really done fucked me up. So we're not gonna have our next session till 2 weeks from now, so I have time to really like collect the information that like what happened. Do you think I'm gonna write that up whenever the plumber gets here, because I deeply want to play Pokemon, but the Switch is in here. Making sure the toilet is making the noise, because how annoying would that be? And it was not making the noise, so I flushed it, and I would just tell him that too, that like it like I'll stop, then it'll start again, and then like when you flush it, it restarts. Anywho, so I have a couple of weeks till that happens, and as deeply as I want to just play Pokemon Z to A right now, whenever the plumber gets here, he's gonna have to like be in my room, and I'm already not like the biggest fan of having to let a strange man into the house while I'm home. Maybe it'll be a lady plumber, that would be amazing vibes, but I just am not really trustworthy of men. So we did D&D, and then I contacted the plumber, and now it was actually like crazy. I put in the request last night at like midnight, and this morning, it was before Chris left for work, and he left at 9:20. So before he left, I got like probably around like 9 o'clock, I got a text saying there was an update to my maintenance request, and then I clicked on it, and it was like they were contacted, like the people were contacted, and then I got a call right after Chris left, probably at like 9:30, of a girl being like, hey, I'm so-and-so from plumbing, da 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 da, this is Hannah, and I'm like, yep, and she's like, are you gonna like available today? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be home all day, and she's like, okay, somebody can be there like between now and noon, and I'm like, okay, and then I literally got a call like 10 minutes later of her being like, yeah, so they're on the way right now. And I'm just like, well, okay then. So I don't want to be in here. Well, they're here, obviously. And then I think I'm gonna write up a conclusion of what happened in yesterday's session while it's still fresh on the dome. Oh, you guys are gonna die. So if you die, I forgot that this camera did die. But maybe it's gonna live, who knows. It is Friday. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. I barely spoke to you guys yesterday, that's my truth. Okay, now you're gonna die. Okay, so it's Friday, and I want nothing more than to lay in bed and just play my game. I've been getting back into a funk. I will be really honest with you. Like, mentally, I've not been off loving. I don't know what the deal is. This happened this time last year too. And like, when I lived at home, yeah, it was due to the seasons changing, but like the seasons have not changed here. So I don't know what it is, but I need to be productive today. So I'm going to print, organize orders, pull foil, do journaling cards, that stuff. But there's not that many of them, so I don't think it's gonna take that long. This is a very pretzel heavy scent, which I do quite enjoy. First things first though is I'm gonna have lunch. It's like 11, I've been up since, I got up at 10. But I was up till like almost 3 in the morning playing Pokemon. I also did not play for that whole time yesterday. I will admit I did forget, but I had planned to have a phone call with my friend Liz, and we had not talked since June 4th, and so we had lots to catch up on. There's a fucking pigeon in this window, in this tray. Oh, I was trying to get a picture of it for the meme, but it flew away. But so I ended up talking on the phone for 4 hours yesterday, and she gave me some not hopeful news that she and I have the same bank, and she had an issue with her card like 2 months ago-ish, and she said it took 3 weeks to get to her. So I'm going to flip out if that's the case. But you know how it goes. Chris was gonna get us McDonald's breakfast, but then simply did not get there in time. So I'm gonna figure out lunch for someone to ask him to attend to his mess out here. I fear I got McDonald's because I don't know, I feel like kind of sad. I'm just feeling, I think it's this time of year because we're leading up to my mother's death anniversary. Is really, once I got to thinking about it, I think my like real issue, and I was just talking about her with my sister, I just honestly feel like I could cry about it all right now. So I didn't have it in me to prepare anything to eat. Not that anything I have would take much effort, but we got the goods. I mainly wanted a Diet Coke, but I got the 2 cheeseburger meal because it's like $8. And I got Keep It Bubbly. Not as feeling bubbly, but still pretty good. Let's see if I got a property. Park Place. I might already have Park Place. I definitely have one of the blue ones. I think there's only 2, so. But I think Park Place is the one that I have. Tragic, I know. And because I got a medium fry and a large drink, this is my only Monopoly piece, which is very devastating, truly. Oh my god, this app is like slow motion at all times. It's actually pissing me off. But we're gonna check that. I'm gonna, like I said, print and organize orders, do all of that nonsense. Y'all, I don't want to do shit today. You ever just feel like that, where like it just feels like nothing feels like, ugh. It's just really bad vibes, you know what I mean? No, I don't want that. Can I see where like where I'm at? Donde está am I? My properties. Probably should just click that. My sleeve was covering it. Yeah, I already have Park Place. I need Boardwalk, you know, so that I can get a 2026 motorhome. I fear we would just sell that, you know what I mean? But mobile homes are kind of crazy. Oh. Got a extra property. I don't know why I just find this so fun. Is there like any chance of winning? No, but it makes me happy. And it apparently is not like great. You've successfully unlocked tier 4, the Woobles mystery tin with a $30 purchase. I don't know what a Wooble is, so I don't think I really care about that, if I'm being so honest. I'm gonna put on some YouTube while I eat my lunch. And I think I only have like 20 some odd orders that I need to get done, which is easy breezy, beautiful. Not tagged with Advent. I'm gonna get the Advent done hopefully next week. I just haven't because I like can't order more paper. Well, I can have Chris order it and Venmo him, but it's just like so annoying. It's all so irritating. There's like a couple of bigger orders, but like mainly smaller order. It's kind of a pretty good mix. I don't actually think I'm going to get these all done on Sunday, but I didn't make any promises this week because I knew I was mentally not right in the head. Because it's a shame she's fucked in the head, she said. You know? That's me. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was Saturday for a second. I was like, oh, the new All Ears video. I like their Saturday videos the best is gonna be out, but Yeah, no. Kirsten has a new video. Man fam. Ooh, eating Disney World's most popular meals. That's what we're gonna go with.
What do culinary?
Because the way in which I want to be in Disney World right now is really something else. I think about it every day. Okay guys, I did everything besides customs. It's 1:30. Honestly, I killed it because it only took me like less than 2 hours to do everything I had to do, including pull foil and ordering the 2 colors that I had to order. Literally both of them were the same order from Miss Sabrina. I don't know if you watched my videos, but you placed 3 orders this week and I live, laugh, love you for that. So I have a raging headache right now. My sinuses are very, very, very stuffed from allergies, which is truly the bane of my existence these days. So I'm gonna take my allergy medicine, I'm gonna take some headache medicine, and pray that it goes away. There's a good chance I will do the customs later today. If not, I'll just do them Sunday and it'll be fine. And if I do them Sunday, then orders will go out Wednesday instead of Monday. It's literally like the difference of 2 days. I don't think that really makes a difference when my head hurts this fucking bad. Put some wax in here. I think I'll do the same scent. If I can find it. Like the green. Put some wax in here. I'm gonna like that and hope for my headache to go away, as well as it. The Home Before Dark scent. Not only is that my second favorite Riley Sager book, that scent is 10 out of fucking 10. If you guys ever wonder why I don't buy wax as like I used to, it has nothing to do with my love for it, because Fantasy Wax is still 1,000 out of 10 amazing. I just was going so ham that I am in 2020, the end of 2025, still getting through wax that I ordered when I lived in New York. And wax does not have a like forever lifespan. It dulls out after some time. So now when I do buy wax, it's usually upping my seasonal wax, and it's from Fantasy Wax because it's my favorite and I like to support a friend. But it has nothing to do with not loving it. I just like, you know those like this big by this big like storage totes? I had 4 of those full of wax as my back stock of wax, plus my like currently like cured and ready to go drawers, which are 3 tower of drawers and then 1 4 tower of drawers. So I have too much, to the point that I wasn't gonna get through it without it like starting to lose some of its scent. So I've stopped purchasing, and I've only, since living in Texas, I've placed 1 Rose Girls order when I first moved here, and then I haven't really bought wax besides Fantasy Wax, and that is the reasoning. But I need to go to a reading update for a book that I'm not really loving. Hello friends, we are gonna make something for Din Din, aka a salad. And Chris said there's extra breadsticks out here if I want a breadstick, because he made himself pasta. I was trying to decide if I wanted a salad or if I want a sandwich. And the thing is I should probably get the salad stuff eaten because the sandwich stuff won't be going bad. So, with that, we will a big old salad. Ugh, this fridge is so overfull. It's looking pretty nutso in there. Salad stuff, salad stuff. Chris also got me a piece of yellow cake with chocolate frost when we were at the store. We did run to the store because Chris wanted stuff to make himself for dinner. He like ate all of the pasta that he had already made, so he wanted to get some more stuff for some more pasta and some garlic bread to go with it. That should be good lettuce wise. I'm going to use up the rest of the chicken. Huge bug on the ground. It was a piece of lettuce. The rest of the lettuce is in the fridge. Use a shit ton of onion because I love it. Honestly, I'm just gonna use what's left of this onion that was cut up because there's like an awkward amount. Empty that container. It's at least getting some stuff out of the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Some blackberries. Some of them give me the ick when I look at them and they just have to get out of here. This one has a stem growing out of it. Okay. There's that. Need to get the, I think I'll just cut the strawberries on like a piece of tissue or napkin. Because why not? Oh, you guys, I don't know what my deal is, but I am just having a very down in the dumps kind of day. I feel like sometimes I just have them. This is just one of those days where everything feels miserable. You know, it's really tragic and unfortunate, but it's just the truth of the matter. And I'm a big believer in just feeling your feelings, and if you're having a bad day, you don't have to pretend like you're having a good day. And so I feel like that makes me not really vlog a whole lot, because if I'm just being a sourpuss the whole time, like, I don't want you guys to be like, wow, she's a miserable biatch, because I mean, like, though true, I don't want y'all to get bad vibes from me. But I've just been playing Pokemon. I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I eat my salad. That should be good. It went on Manny MUA and Laura Lee's podcast, which is like a collab I never in a million years really thought would be coming. So that is in fact what I'm going to watch while I eat my salad, and then also probably my cake, because life is about balance. You have a little salad, you have a little cake. This dressing for sure is giving me hives every time I eat it. it doesn't claim that it uses avocado oil, and there's nothing else that I can think would give me hives. But they're just itchy. That's like really the only effect of them, and it's so yum that I have to just deal with it. I was telling my sister about it, and I showed her the dressing, and she's like, oh my god, I love that brand's dressing. I'm like, yeah, it's a good one. I think I will take a breadstick from Christopher. You know, why not? He offered. I will accept a breadstick, but I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'm sure this podcast episode's quite long. Not long, but I'll watch the whole thing right now. Maybe I will. We'll see. Might take a break from Pokemon and gonna catch them all. But I do think tonight's gonna be an early night because I just feel mentally exhausted, you know? You ever just have those days? But that's my plan for the night. Chris has something that he's playing with on his game, that there's like a pre-version of the game, and so he's playing that, and yeah, it's basically where we are at in life. Hello friends, how art thou? I am okay. I woke up with, oh my god, the worst headache ever. Like, this is TMI for sure, but like, if I feel like nauseous from it, and like I tried like taking headache medicine, it literally made me gag. But you know, I got it down, so hopefully that'll feel better. But we are going to work on customs today, which should be great. I'm listening to this book. I do need to do an update for my reading journal. That's why I'm in my room, called The Marsh King's Daughter, and it is so good. So good. Did I not even, where did it go? Oh, it's down here. It's for my reading books based on Pokemon, which, how weird is this? So I did not know that the new Pokemon game was coming out. Like, it was just not something that I like knew was happening, and I filmed the intro to that video the day before it came out, and then I found out the next day that the new game came out. Very strange if you ask me, but the video's not going to come out for a while. But this book, if you like thrillers that are kind of dark, it's a good one. This has a movie with Daisy Ridley in it, and I'm going to see where you can stream it, because I'm going to finish this today, and I might try to watch the movie tonight whenever Chris gets home from work. So, oh my god, I can like literally feel the medicine working. Isn't like pain medicine so weird, because it just like goes through your whole body, because it can't like tell where the pain is. Anyhow, so I'm going to do my update for this, and then I'm going to get to work. But I'm going to tell you about yesterday first, because I don't think I've talked to you. Yesterday, I got up in the morning, whatever, got ready, my normal morning routine, and then I made my way to Andrea's house, and me and her and Mar went to SPC to go over some things, and then we went to like the area, like I don't know what the name of the plaza is, it has like Tanuki and Kinokuniya, Daiso, Soup Leaf, whatever. And so we went to Daiso because Marg loves Daiso, and they don't have them in Canada anymore, I guess. Went there, did the thing, then we went to 85 Degree because Marg wanted bubble tea, so we did that. And then we went to Soup Leaf, and it was so good. And then we went back to Andrea's house, hung out with the kiddos, had a great time. And then we went to like this sushi place. I obviously didn't get sushi. They had like a full menu, but they just refer to it as going to the sushi place. Oh my god, there's something in my eye and it hurts so bad. And anywho, so we did that. It was a ton of fun. I got egg rolls, which were so good. I'm still thinking about them. And gyoza, also super good. And then we went back to Andrea's house, hung out with the kids, and then we just like, we were going to play Magic, but we ended up just like bullshitting till like 8:30, and then Nick and Marg had to go do something at SPC. And so I was like, by the time they get back, it's gonna be like 9:30, 10. So like, I'm just gonna get going. And Andrea's like, yeah. Oh, I forgot. We also went to a journaling event at the library, which was super fun. It was so dumb though, because we're gonna go to the next one, which is at the end of November, and Andrea's gonna get a library card and just like let me use it for Libby, because I was gonna sign up for one, but because it's not my city, it was, and like the thing is like I have an Austin library card and I don't live in like the city of Austin, and it was like $12 a month for like the library, or $12 a year for the library card. Totally worth it. This one was $35 a month for the year, which is wild behavior. Like, I wouldn't even care if it was like $10, even $15, whatever, but it wasn't like a big library, so the whole thing was so dumb. So she's gonna sign up for a library card to be like the bestest gal there ever was. But then I came home eventually, and then I just chilled, watched, or I know I played some Pokemon. I ranked up to rank D, so I got 3 more ranks to go, which is crazy. And today's plan of action is I'm going to work on customs and probably work on orders, and then hopefully get the rest of the orders done tomorrow, have Chris bring them on Tuesday. I always forget which days are his earliest days, so I think his early days are Tuesday, Wednesday. So he will bring them after work because the post office isn't open when he goes to work those days. And yeah, that will be the setup for the day, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do my reading update and then I will check in with you guys later. Okay guys, I am about to eat lunch. I made myself a sandwich and have some chips and dip. And then I'm gonna literally do my hair and makeup to film a reel. Maybe 2, we'll see. I may film 2, I may like be crazy. The thing is I don't watch short form content, literally ever. I don't, like I have a TikTok, obviously for business, but like, I don't use TikTok. Not that I'm like against it. It's just like I don't like short form content. I like a 2-hour long YouTube video. That's because I'm old. Okay? I'm not like hip like the kids these days into short form. I like long form, and that's just me. And I get that I'm like the outlier, and it's really tragic for me because Andrea be constantly talking about how important it is these days to like be posting on the TikToks, and I'm just like, I just hate it. I just hate it so much, and I like am very uninspired, nor do I have any idea what to ever like do because I just don't. Also, I gotta tell you guys something so upsetting.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Heather.
No. So apparently I thought that like angel numbers were like just numbers you keep seeing, but apparently like you can calculate one based on your birthday. And mine is 666, and I want to like actually DIE. You know what I mean? So it's just like very disturbing, you know what I mean? But apparently it means a birthday with a 666 angel number can have different meanings, but it's balance and a reminder to focus on harmony, you know? But it's just like very tragic and spooky. When that came up, I was like, what do you mean? But I'm gonna eat my sandwich because it's for sure getting soggy. Bye. Okay guys, I have about 5 orders left of customs to do, and I am killing it. I finished the book I had started today, listened to an entire other book, and I'm 40% into another book that's kind of long. I feel like I'm hungry, but then I just came out here and now I instantly don't feel hungry. So I feel like it may just be that I'm bored. It's the end of the week, so I don't really have too many options of things other than to just make another sandwich, which I think I might do because it's 5:30 probably. So I think I'm just gonna have another sandwich and eat that for dinner, and then finish up these last 5 orders. I was like looking to see how many more, but it's probably, these 5 orders is probably gonna take me 5:30, and I would like to eat dinner before 6, you know? So I think I will do that most likely. Whoa, why do these look so bad? My last printing look that bad? No. Okay, let me reprint this because everything has like lines through it. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully it was just a fluke little printing, but I'm gonna reprint that and figure out what I want to have for dinner because I already had a sandwich today. It doesn't really like sound amazing, you know. Mac and cheese doesn't sound good. Mainly because whenever I eat mac and cheese, like I think because it's just like so shitty. It's just like the itis so bad. And I do want to finish these last 5 orders of customs. So like, what do we have in the freezer? Well, all I ate yesterday was Asian food, so hot sticker is not the tea. I could do toaster strudel. And I don't really want something sweet, so I guess a Sammy it is. Some wheat and some cheese. Let me go check on this, but yeah, it's been a pretty productive day today, and I feel good about that. We did it! Yeah, we got through the customs. It is now almost 7 o'clock. I underestimated how many there were. You know I always do that, so I'm not sure why I'm ever surprised. But I'm getting the hecky out of here, in case you wondered. And I'm gonna go play some Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em. Well, first I'm gonna take a hair wash shower because that sounds, ooh, so good. And then I'm gonna take a shower. But that's my plan. First, before any of that, I'm going to do a reading, a wrap up. And that's all she wrote, folks. Either comment down below a gaming emoji, like video games, because I've been into Pokemon this week, or just comment down below your favorite Pokemon. I'll see you next time. Bye!